And happy Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Caitlyn Lorr, joined by Lauren Weidenhammer, and I know all eyes are on the forecast, being that there's something very particular happening this week for those kiddos out there, which is trick-or-treating. I know we're all looking forward to it. I know a lot of kids have been racking up the candy since last weekend because there were some trick-or-treating events over last weekend, and of course Halloween coming up, and I know we do have some rain chances and temperatures are going to drop, but don't worry, it's looking a-okay for Halloween. Might be a little cooler, but I know you like the cooler temperatures.
Yes, I do.
What do you feel about snow, though?
I'm kind of iffy about it.
Kind of iffy. Kind of iffy. I can't wait for snow, but the good news is there's no snow in the forecast. I just wanted to scare you a little bit. We are looking at rain, though, just not quite today. Here's what it looks like outside from Wyndham. Not a whole lot going on. It is a rather quiet start to the day out there, and winds have died down overnight into this morning and are still on that light side temperature-wise. A couple degrees warmer than yesterday, even though we do have 49 degrees in Marshall and Slayton. Most of the area in the mid to upper 50s, sitting at 56 degrees here in Mankato, Blue Earth, Glencoe, and Hutchinson, with the warmest coming in St. Peter, Owatonna, Forest City, and Algona. The coolest we have is actually 48 degrees down by Estherville. Now, taking a look at your motorcycle forecast, I can't believe I can even show this at the end of October, being that we're looking at temperatures in the low 80s by this afternoon. The biggest thing that if you want to take that bike out, whether it's a motorcycle or a bicycle or a scooter, whatever it may be, you want to be outside today, just know that those winds are going to start picking up through the mid to late afternoon hours, becoming a little bit breezy ahead of the cold front that's going to move through tomorrow, bringing us a chance of showers, and really not just a chance. We are looking at scattered to widespread showers across the area. Those will fizzle out overnight Wednesday, leaving behind just an isolated pop-up shower chance or two on Thursday, and then we'll stay dry up until the upcoming weekend with more rain chances in the works. So I'll have more details on this forecast coming up shortly. Lauren? And those of you, I forgot to advance this graphic, but those of you looking to get your car washed, I would hold off until maybe the upcoming next week when all the rain chances come and go. I'll have more details coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Well, I want to recap yesterday as we talked about meeting and or breaking records for yesterday and today. Now, yesterday we did not break the record, but we did meet the record. The recorded high at the Mankato airport was 77 degrees yesterday afternoon, which ties with the previous record set back in 1999 at 77 degrees. So now the record for the 28th of October will sit at 77 degrees in 1999 and in 2024. Starting with this morning, it's rather quiet out there. We're seeing not a whole lot going on other than some cloudy skies, and winds are light. Well, for now. Temperature-wise, it's comparable to yesterday, though a few degrees warmer than yesterday overall in general. However, we are still seeing 48 degrees in Estherville with 49 in Spencer and Marshall. We're seeing 56 here in Mankato, as well as Blue Earth, Glencoe, and Hutchinson. The warmest we have in the area, 57 degrees in St. Peter, Owatonna, and down by Algona. Here's a look at those winds. Like I said, relatively light right now. Most of the area under calm conditions, elsewhere up to 10 miles an hour. Winds are primarily coming out of the south-southeast, but they are starting to kind of come from various directions as they slowly but surely make that transition from the northwest later. As you can see, these winds are going to be slowly shifting from the south-southeast to the south-southwest. Tomorrow, they will be continuing to shift and come from the northwest, and as that happens, they're going to increase in wind speed, ranging anywhere from about 15 to 25 miles an hour. Wind gusts across southern Minnesota and northern Iowa today will likely range anywhere from about 25 to 35 miles an hour. Satellite radar imagery showing that we are seeing cloudy skies, but a little bit of some light rain possible from Mankato to New Ulm, then northeastward up to the Twin Cities. If you're out and about, you definitely don't need that umbrella. I promise you, you're not going to need it. We're seeing just some light sprinkles to a drizzle at most out there. Nothing accumulating, and as we take a look at the future cast, this little bit of rain is going to continue moving northeastward into Wisconsin and farther from there, leaving behind mostly cloudy skies for the day, but we are going to see some pockets of sunshine in the mix, which we always like to look forward to. That also means it's going to stay on the warmer side because we do have that sunshine peeking through, and we are looking at not just meeting but potentially shattering the record high for today. Going into tonight and tomorrow morning, we're going to remain mostly cloudy with some light sprinkle chances out to the northwest, but overall should stay relatively dry and warm. Tomorrow, that cold front's going to move through the morning hours. So what that means is our low for tomorrow morning is also going to be tomorrow's high temperature. What that means is that temperatures are going to steadily drop throughout the day and kind of hover anywhere in the low to mid 50s through the afternoon hours for a few hours before continuing to drop further into the upper 20s by Thursday morning. With that cold front moving through, though, we are looking at some scattered shower chances moving in through the early afternoon hours, becoming a little bit more widespread, with highest totals to the east, as those are where we are expecting the heaviest showers. Lightest showers will be to the west of us, and we'll get a little bit of a break around 7 o'clock in the evening, aside from some isolated showers that some people may experience while others may not. Then as we go into the overnight hours going into Thursday morning, we could see some more scattered showers return, but most of them, if not all of them, are looking to clear out of the area just in time for trick-or-treating Thursday afternoon. However, we are looking at a 1/4 of an inch of rain out to the west of us, with 3/4 of an inch of rain here in the central area. Totals will increase closer to an inch to an inch and a half possible the more east you head towards Wisconsin. 80 degrees for the high today. Is it fall or is it summer? I'll let you decide. That being said, with the forecast high of 80 degrees, we are looking at breaking the previous record, which was set back in 2001, sitting at 69 degrees. Like I said, tonight will be mild and breezy as temperatures drop to a low of 61 degrees by tomorrow morning, which will also be tomorrow's high as temperatures steadily drop through the day with those scattered showers. 44 for the afternoon high for trick-or-treating, so make sure you dress your little ones a little bit warm. We're looking at more scattered shower chances throughout the weekend, and don't forget, we turn our clocks back before we go vote next Tuesday. Stay tuned. We'll be back after the break.
Morning, I'm Lorr Weidenhammer. I'm here with meteorologist Caitlyn Lorr. So Caitlyn is getting warmer, which is not fun because it's the end of October. Sorry, I almost said November. I don't know why. I'm going crazy.
I think we're all going a little crazy with this weather, and it would have been, honestly, it would have been even funnier if you said like the end of August or maybe the end of July with the temperatures we have that we've been dealing with, because that sure is what it feels like out there, and it's definitely going to feel like that again today before we get that cool down coming our way tomorrow. So we do have another warm one in store, even though we've got cloudy skies as well. Here's what it looks like right now from Gustavus Adolphus College in St. Peter. One thing to take note of is a week from now, this is going to be a very different, it's going to stay darker longer because we do have that time change where we fall back an hour this coming weekend, so keep that in mind. But no sunrise yet. We're not going to see a whole lot of sun today because we are rather cloudy out there, but we should see some pockets of it in the mix with that cloud coverage. So something to look forward to today. Temperature-wise, you definitely don't need a jacket out there. If you want something at minimum, just a light, thin sweater or sweatshirt should be all you need. We've got temperatures as low as 48 degrees in Esterville, 49 in Spencer and Marshall. Still hanging on to 56 degrees here in Mankato, Glencoe, and Hutchinson, with the warmest now coming in at 59 degrees down by Algona. So some warmer temperatures out there to start the morning off. A little bit warmer than yesterday, believe it or not. Most of the area in general is a couple of degrees warmer than what we saw yesterday. I know we still had some upper 40s yesterday, but overall, we're seeing more mid to upper 50s than we did yesterday morning. Here's a look at your bus stop forecast for the day. Keep in mind that we are on the mild side this morning. Mostly cloudy out there in the mid 50s. By this afternoon, we are going to feel more like summer out there, unseasonably warm, that's for sure, with a high of 80 degrees headed our way. That could, well, will likely break records for the record high, and we're still tracking that low pressure system with measurable rainfall on the way, and finally sweater weather returning. I'll have more details on that coming up shortly. Lauren? Welcome back. Well, before we start with today's forecast, I want to recap yesterday, which we talked about potentially tying that record. The official high at the Mankato airport did reach 77 degrees yesterday afternoon, which tied the previous record for October 28th, which was set back in 1999. So now you will see that record sitting at 77 degrees from 99 and 2024. Now moving forward to today, as you can see, we've got some cloudy skies out there with some pockets of clear skies. Once that sun rises up, you will see a rather pretty sunrise as long as we hold on to those pockets of clear skies. This is the view looking out from Bethany Lutheran College in Mankato. Temperature-wise, you can leave that jacket behind if you want something just to kind of help you if you're going to be in an air-conditioned building or anything like that, or something that's a little bit cooler. Something light, something thin, something light is all you need, as we are seeing mostly mid to upper 50s. However, We are still seeing as low as 48 degrees in Esterville with 49 in Spencer and Marshall. Sitting at 56 here in Mankato, Glencoe, and Hutchinson, with the warmest now back at 57 degrees in St. Peter, Owatonna, Blue Earth, and Algona. Winds are nice and light right now, nice relief from the strong breeze that we've been dealing with the last 2 days. They are coming primarily out of the southeast up to about 10 miles an hour, with portions of the area seeing calm conditions. Winds will increase anywhere to between 10 and 20 miles an hour today. Occasional gusts between 25 and 35 miles an hour possible. It's just going to be dependent on where you are. The strongest winds should be southeast of the Mankato area. Satellite radar imagery showing that we have been mostly cloudy with a few light showers popping up from Mankato north to Hutchinson and then east towards the Twin Cities. If you're in those areas or headed that way, you don't have to bring your umbrella. I promise you it's going to be very light, like a drizzle to a sprinkle at most. And taking a look at the futurecast, those are going to continue clearing northeastward up into Wisconsin, leaving behind those rather cloudy skies for our area down here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Despite the cloud coverage, we are still looking at some pockets of sunshine in the mix, so that's something to look forward to as well. If you like those warmer temperatures, today's the day for you. Tonight, we're going to stay on the warm side as we go into tomorrow morning. We're also looking at tonight's low being tomorrow's high, which indicates that we are looking at a steady drop in temperatures tomorrow afternoon or through the day tomorrow, with those temperatures leading into the mid-50s by tomorrow afternoon. We are looking at some spotty showers through the late morning hours, becoming more scattered by about 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. From there, becoming more widespread for portions of the area, with heaviest rain to the east of us. Lightest rain totals will be to the west of us. We'll get a little bit of a break in portions of the area from 7 o'clock on until we get more scattered showers after midnight. Now, I say a break, but that doesn't mean completely dry conditions. As you can see, we are still looking at some isolated light showers continuing going into midnight, and then again a few scattered showers after midnight, clearing out by early Thursday morning, just in time for trick-or-treating. Like I said, totals will be lightest out to the west, up to 1/4 of an inch possible. The more you head towards Mankato, the more you're looking at about 1/3 of an inch to an inch possible, and then the more east you head towards Wisconsin, you're getting anywhere from 1 inch to 1.5 inches possible. So some much needed rain on the way once again. Is it fall or is it summer? We're looking at a breeze today with a high of 80 degrees. That is our forecast high, which you're watching closely because the previous record for October 29th sits at 69 degrees, set in 2001. It is likely we will shatter that record. 61 for the low by tomorrow morning, which, as I mentioned, will also be tomorrow morning's high temperature as temperatures drop through the day with scattered showers. Mid-40s, but rather dry, other than maybe an isolated shower for trick-or-treating. Looking at the mid-50s to the upper 50s through the weekend with scattered showers mixed in. Don't forget we change our clocks back, and don't forget to vote on Tuesday. Thankfully, you won't need that umbrella Tuesday afternoon. Stay tuned. We'll be wrapping things up after the break.
The 10-day forecast.
That'll do it for us. Thanks for joining.